guys, so we did the first axle assembly. Just wanted to show you here. Runs smooth. She's all done. There we go. So that's the first completed one. Alright, so we'll set this aside, and now we'll show you step one, okay, and then step two. So first thing is we need the ring gear. We got that right there. Oh, ring gear. Just make sure when you do these you pay attention to the orientation of the parts. Make sure you just check it out. Like this ring gear goes just like that. The gears will be facing to your right, just like on a drawing. Try and make everything the same as a drawing and you'll be good to go. Nothing, no problems. So, alright, Alex is going to throw that on the locker for us, axle locker. For this step you're going to need, for this step you're actually building 2 of these, so that's why it says 6 of these M2 times 8 millimeters. 7 times 14.3.5 bearings, 4 of those, 2 lockers, 2 rings. So if you can see that, you guys will have the instructions, so you don't need to really worry about that too much. Camera will focus, so you should be good. Anyway, so here, so Alex got that on. What I do is I take the Loctite, put it down on a little bit of a plastic, and we'll just take the screw and dip the tip in it, put it down in. Don't put your dreadlock right down in the holes, because it'll drip through and go down into your bearing, and you don't want to do that. So come out here a little bit, Alex. There you go. Right down here, bud. There you go, if you can. So they can kind of see what you're doing. There we go. Now we're focused. You might have a couple blurry videos here and there until we get used to what we're doing here, guys, but just bear with us. We're just, so put the 3 in there. Those screws will go in flush, and then your bearing will go right on the outside, so you can see that. But all right, so have Alex get that tightened. Best thing to do is just to lay out, lay all your parts out, what you need. Let me check her out. Make sure we got nice and tight. We definitely don't want these coming loose. Don't be afraid to torque a little bit. I wouldn't use power tools on this stuff, but bearing 1, make sure you're flush there. Looks good. Bearing 2. So there you go. There's your ring and your locker all built up. Yep, see that? There you go. Perfect. Okay. Screws are right behind that bearing right there. So that's good. All right, so now we're ready to build. Let me get you out here. There we go. Now we're ready to build this axle. Second axle. So first thing we're going to do is drop this bearing in here, and this bearing is the AX31407. It is the 15 by 14 by 5. So basically we're just going to take that, drop it right down in there. Make sure you press it in place, and you will see it's hard to, there you go. See, she's down in there. Alright. There's that. And then here's another step where you want to make sure you watch the orientation of your picture. So that's saying this should be facing away from you basically in the picture. So have this on this side, and we are going to take this, and what I'm going to do is just dip my hand in here in the grease and just coat this with some grease. You don't have to overdo it, just make sure you get enough to fill in all the teeth. Run it around. Sorry about the noise upstairs, the family's home and they're loud sometimes, so you'll get that. I'm sure we'll get interrupted in our videos, but you know, it's whatever, it's family, right? That's what we do. So do that. I'm also going to take and put some on the axle here. That'll help keep some of the water from entering once you put it down and drop it in that bearing. Alright, so now we will drop this down in there, push her down, should be good. There, she's in there, you can see her right there. Alrighty. And there we go. So, another step, orientation. I'm not gonna show you the book, guys, because I mean that's just kind of hard and it won't focus right. But you guys get the picture. What's going on? But your axle's like this in the book. This is what they're showing you how to drop it in, and you're gonna drop it in right there after I throw some grease on this. Some grease. And usually after about every year of riding, guys, you know, driving your trucks and stuff in the wintertime or whatnot, you can tear these down and check them, make sure everything's good. You can re-grease it, you know, whatnot. Throw this bearing back on because it fell off. That's going to drop in just like that. She's in there. There you go. Make sure she runs smooth. Just turn her. Make sure she's turning real good and smooth. Should be good with that. Next step. We are going to put the diff cover on. I like to clean this up a little bit. Because up from those plastic trees, make sure everything's nice and cleaned off. I apologize if some of these are blurry. It's digital SLR camera. I don't know if it doesn't seem to want to autofocus sometimes, but that could be me. I might have to put a setting so it kind of knows what we're doing. It was doing it, but I'll have to check and see why not. We'll look at it when we're off camera. So that's like that. And the axial, right there says axial. You're going to have it on you. Okay. And that's going to go right in there. You'll hear it snap once it snaps in. And then Alex is going to screw them in. Now when you... Okay, let me do one real quick here. So once you screw them in...
Wrong side.
Oh, wrong side. This is the bigger... These sizes, these are 2.0. size. So once you get it in, you're gonna have to just push a little bit because it's gonna want to. It needs to start threading. But after that, you're good to go. And don't torque them down too much. You know, you'll strip them out. So do it till they're snug and it feels like they're nice and tight, and you should be good to go. I'll move this for you a little bit. Make it easy for you. And we'll check on that. That should have an auto focus on that once it picks something up. I must have changed something. We'll get it. I wouldn't recommend using a power tool on this. I mean, if you had something that's real slow, just to turn them in, you could, but it don't take too long just to tighten these up, and you should be all right. Of course, the wife picks right now to vacuum the floor. Yep, there you go. You can see that. That's going to be where your links go to. Sorry. Your links will go to there. Your axial is right there as you read it. Should be good. Yeah, perfect. How you doing?
Good.
Good. How's it look? Feels good. Yep, nice and smooth. So there you go, guys. The only thing left you got to do is, hey, where's our other bearing?
Right.
Oh, both of them? Oh, in here. Okay, yeah. Right. Sorry, I missed it. All right, so here. So we got that. I'm going to put a little bit of grease right down in here, okay? Because that bearing right there is going to slip right down over top of that. All right, your drive shaft axle there, and that'll help keep water from going down in there. So I'm going to take a little bit of grease, not too much, just enough that you can kind of go around the edge. It'll work its way in there, and then pop that on there, down in. There we go. Wipe off all the excess. You're going to need paper towels, guys, for sure. Go through all this. But nice and smooth. And that's it, guys. That's step 1 and step 2. Right there. We got the axles looking nice. Not too hard. Just, you know, the instructions are pretty good. So just make sure you lay out all your parts ahead of time, and we'll see you on step 3, guys.